Okay, hello my darling Aquarius, how are you? My name is Emily. This is Queen MJ's channel. Welcome. For those of you who are returning viewers, thank you so much for your support, for your comments. I really enjoy hearing from you how the readings resonate. It's important to me to know that they are resonating and how they're resonating, and to just kind of connect with you guys that way. You can always reach out to me via email or IG if you want to tell me about how it resonates with you, but don't necessarily want to leave it on a public forum. But this is a nice little spiritual family. If you are a returning subscriber, thank you also for subscribing. If you're not already subscribed, please go ahead and do so. Give me the thumbs up button. I would really appreciate it. I do give you guys a lot of my energy in these readings, and that just helps me get through the algorithms of YouTube, and it helps other readers to be able to, other people to be able to find their messages, or it'll help me to get the messages out to other people, I should say. So you're helping me and you're helping others. Also, this is a general reading, so please bear that in mind. Don't force apply any messages that aren't for you, because I am picking up on the energies of a lot of people. So if it resonates with you, then you'll know if it does, how to apply it, where to apply it, if to apply it. And if it doesn't resonate, it's probably just not your message. Also, be sure and possibly check out your sun. Well, this is your sun sign, but your rising, moon, and Venus, because those are also, you may get messages pertaining to different houses and different placements in your life. Yeah, if you want a personal reading, I will leave the information below for my IG and my email and how you can reach out to me, and we will discuss what you're looking for and get you set up. We'll book you. Thank you for those of you who have given me donations. I really, really appreciate it. It just allows me to be able to do this and bring you your messages, and I would like to be able to delve into this more and just be available to do this. But of course, you know, bills need to be paid. So thank you so much for those of you who've sent donations. Thank you for those of you who will send donations. I really do appreciate it. Also, yeah, okay, so let me start. I got a lot of messages for you, Aquarius. First of all, the number 444 kept popping up for me. So possibly a lot of you have been seeing 4s, 44, 444, like synchronistic, you know, synchronicity, or synchronistically, I should say, you've been seeing the number 4. I got 3 songs for you, and I just was so confused as to why. I kind of didn't want to accept the songs because they were throwing me for a loop a little bit, and it kind of had a little bit of a warring type of energy, I guess, like a fighting, or a little bit of a kind of an aggressive type of energy. The first song I got for you was called Fire Burns, and it's by Nikki Minaj. And it's kind of, you know, speaking on a relationship, I guess, that she's had enough of. Like, she's had enough of the lies and the deception and stuff. I don't necessarily feel that this has to necessarily do with a romantic relationship for all of you. For one or two of you, it may be. But that gave me the feeling of being fed up with something. Fed up with somebody's lies. Fed up with somebody's manipulations. Just fed up, right? Okay, so I got the second one I got was Lorn. And there are no words to this particular song. It's all instrumental, but it's called Upside Down Cops. Of course, in light of all of the situations going on around the country, then some of you may be dealing with some either legal issues or situations where maybe you've bumped heads with some police officers. Again, this is a very specific message, will absolutely not apply to all of you. But if this is the situation, you do need to be careful how you respond to these police officers, because, of course, as we've seen, they are human, and everybody kind of has their triggers, you know, and we don't know what somebody's triggers are. Where are you going?
I'm gonna play.
Where's your shoes?
I have them on.
Okay. We don't know what somebody's triggers might be, and you know, some of these police officers, not all of them, but some of them are obviously hotheads. And so if you see that you're caught in a situation where they're being aggressive with you, it's kind of best to, and I know that there have been those situations where people do fall back and they're not doing anything to agitate but the police officers, and these people do what they do. I don't want to spend too much time on this, but because it was such a specific message about police officers in particular, I feel like one or two of you may have just experienced or will experience or may come across a situation where you may butt heads with a police officer. In that event, please try to keep your cool. This is very much a time of like, we just came out of like Jupiter in retrograde in Aries, and like there was all of this warring energy kind of going around, and it's still kind of lingering a little bit, like over the next couple of weeks, maybe situations where people are, you know, misunderstanding each other, miscommunicating, getting into arguments. People are kind of, their feelings and emotions are a little bit raw right now. So please just try not to get into anything that's going to, you know, cause you any problems. Okay. Legal in particular. I also got freedom, and that was a very specific message, and maybe one of you or two of you that might apply to. And if you're comfortable sharing, please do. Freedom is the third song that I got. Oh yeah, if you do subscribe, hit the notification button, the little bell icon, so that you're notified whenever I post new videos. Okay, so I got Freedom from Beyoncé, which is also like a breaking free of something. Like this is all very like fed up with something. Things are kind of upside down. Things are kind of like a very aggressive energy, and you know, something that you want to break free from. Interestingly enough, when I pulled your runes, the first rune I got was the Tear, which is all about justice, victory, and success in competition. So that may also be speaking on some kind of a legal issue, right? I got the Need, which is factors lacking or limiting the situation. And then I got the Ethel, which is material or genetic inheritance. So whatever this situation is, for those of you who are going through a legal issue that may involve some sort of monetary gain, it seems like there is some sort of information that's that has yet to come forth, or come to light, I should say, that I think is going to tip the whole thing. Sorry, somebody just messaged me. Tip the scales in your favor, I guess, is the only thing that I can figure out. Now, I did get to the Lenormand. The Lenormand deck. I pulled 3 cards. I actually pulled 4. But the other one was like, I wasn't sure if it wanted to come out or not, but I felt inclined to take it, so I did at the very last minute. I just kind of found it flipped over in the deck. Didn't even realize that it had flipped over. So first card that I got for you was the Crossroads, right? Which is all about like 2 paths. You see, like there's 2 different paths that you can go down here, right? So of course this is all about, you know, a path, a direction, decisions, choices. It's like the road that you take will influence everything. Okay, everything that happens. It's like there is a decision that needs to be made here that is going to be very influential in the way that things fall into place or don't fall out, the way that things transpire. Okay, so this is all about choices to make. This is also bringing to your attention to pay very close attention to all of your options before making a decision. Educate yourself on all of your options, pros and cons, right? But that there is a decision that needs to be made. This is kind of opposite from like in tarot, the Hanged Man energy, which is sort of like, yes, taking, sacrificing, yes, putting yourself in a different position so that you can gain a new perspective. But it's also an energy of like falling back and waiting and not necessarily moving forward with taking any action because you want to kind of wait. But in this situation, even though you did have the runes that said that there is missing information, there is definitely missing information. So that's why I'm telling you, educate yourself as to your choices. But do make a choice, because occasionally, sometimes the worst thing that you can do is not make a choice in something, and then here comes the universe with a tower moment and will make it for you, right? Which is not necessarily always the most comfortable energy to be in. Now, next to the Crossroads, I did get the Snake. And of course, the Snake is all about cheating, betrayal, manipulation. Can also indicate a dark-haired female. The Snake shows up when you need to look out for betrayal and manipulative people close by. Someone might be out to deceive you and to cause problems, I'm sorry, I'm just getting messaged left and right. You know what? I actually didn't look into the cross. The cross I forgot to write down, but let me show you the snake actually. And the cross obviously is all about burdens, right? Like your cross to bear, like burdens, like things on your back, like things, obligations and things of that nature. And then lastly, you got the garden. Okay, so I kind of feel like because the garden wanted to pop out. Actually, let me go back to well, I did tell you about the snake and the deceptive people. The cross is about bearing burdens. And then because the garden seemed to want to come out for a select few, this may have to do with like a social situation, a social circle, or possibly even social media, right? Because the garden is all about like a public meeting place, a gathering, that type of thing. So I kind of I was picking up a few different messages from this now. Okay, so with the crossroads, there is a decision that you need to make that might possibly, if you don't make the right decision, land you exactly where this kind of snake energy wants you. And it feels like it's going to cause you all kinds of problems, or like this is somebody that's actually trying to cause you some issues, cause you burdens, cause you to have to deal with just stuff, you know, in life. For some of you, this is possibly a situation that did pop off at a party where somebody, you know, gossiped or said something that may have caused you some issues. But I really feel like this has to do with this decision that you need to make. There's definitely a sneaky energy in the midst. There are a lot of burdens. There's a lot of social energy. So I feel like this is something that is just going to kind of affect your social circle also. So let's look into this. You know, please let me know how this resonates, because these messages are a little confusing sometimes until I get to talk to you guys, and then things sort of just kind of fall into place. I'm trying to see if I covered everything. So yeah, for those of you that this is a legal situation, there are going to be two paths that you can go down. Obviously, it's like there's somebody in the midst who I don't think realize is a snake in the grass. I think you think this person is like on your side or possibly trying to be fair, and they're not. They're trying to bring you a lot of problems, like a lot of problems. All right, let's look into this because, but if you make the right decision and wait for all of the information that you need, like I said with the runes, it looks like there is some kind of gain coming, some kind of success in this situation, but there is missing information. So now in keeping with, okay, sorry, didn't mean for that. In keeping with Aquarius on this reading, what is the energy, please? Explain this to me. I'm not doing reversals. Okay, the Nine of Swords. You know what? I'm going to take that reversal, actually. I'm being told. The Nine of Swords, I'm sorry. It's usually my card of, like, anxiety, right? Like, she's sitting up in bed. She's got all these swords over her. She can't sleep. She's, like, tired. And she's just trying to find some grounding. But if you look here, that owl is in the window. I don't know if you guys can see him. There's an owl in the window, and owls to me signify wisdom. So I think that this anxious energy or these sleepless nights or this anxiety that you've been going through, you're probably going to be coming out of that energy because of, interestingly enough, this Ace of Swords came out, which is all about truth and communication, right? Like some kind of information coming to pass that I think helps you get out of this energy. And I think that might be the missing information that's going to help you close out this cycle, okay? It's missing information. What else? Okay. Remember, it came out earlier with the runes. Okay, Four of Swords and the Page of Wands. Yeah, this is gonna cause you to be able to go from like these sleepless nights, this like anxiety, like crying, suffering, like you can't. When you do sleep, you're having bad dreams. So you're gonna drop like a fucking like you're exhausted. I feel you're exhausted. Aquarius, okay? So whatever this is going to cause you to be able to rest easier. Like things are coming to pass, you know? There is a Page of Wands that came out over here. looking at the Four of Swords. So I feel like there is an idea, an opportunity, some kind of a creative something coming in, some kind of opportunity to do something that you like, you know. And you're gonna be able to rest a little bit easier. You're gonna be able to put these burdens down. You're gonna be able to put down those anxieties, right? A Six of Pentacles. You will have more than you need from the universe. This is going to be an equal give and take situation. This is going to be something where you feel that you're getting compensated for the energy that you put out. Jenna, where are you? Okay, stay where I can see you. Sorry, my niece is here, and you know. Okay. Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you were up there.
Yeah, I was up there.
Okay, don't go too far. Just stay where I can see you, because don't go all the way up the hill.
I'm not.
Okay, not by yourself.
I'm just going halfway up the hill.
Okay. Yeah, so the Six of Pentacles is you really with whatever this opportunity is that's coming in, feeling like you're able to rest, feeling like you're going to be compensated for the energy that you expend, right? It's an equal give and take, and that's the way that the universe should work, really. Seven of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. So yes, this is very much a waiting to see your the fruits of your label, you know, come into fruition, right? Okay, you've planted all these seeds, and you've put out all these resumes, and you've applied to all these jobs, or whatever the situation might be. But it's coming. It's just, you know, don't despair. Stay diligent. Stay consistent with what you're trying to do, and things will fall into place. Here you have the Page of Cups. So with whatever the situation is that allows you to start feeling like, okay, there is an equal give and take. I do have more than enough, and I have everything that I need to make this happen for myself. You're going to come across definitely Page of Cups, a situation you want to give your energy to. This is something that you're kind of like at the Nine of Wands here. You're almost at a completion, but this would kind of put you over, right? Being able to give your energy to this, give your time to this, give your creative prospects to this, give your passion to this, right? You're trying to work on this. Okay, this is very, like, I don't feel too much of a relationship. So whatever this is that's coming to pass, just, you have to be careful. So if this is a job situation, there may be options. You may have several options, and you're trying to decide between. Like, seriously educate yourself. You do have to make a decision, because I feel like time is of the essence, is what I keep hearing here. But you do have to make an educated decision. So, you know, definitely get proactive about finding out everything that you need to do, everything you need to find out about said companies, said employers, said whatever situation it is that you're about before you sign anything, because there is, like I said, a snake in the grass. Ten of Wands at the bottom of the deck. It's time to put those burdens down with that cross and the Lenormand earlier. Yeah, you're coming to the 10, right? That's it. Yeah, you've got a lot of burdens, but you're putting them down. Okay, what else? The Hierophant, and he came out in reverse, okay? And the Eight of Wands at the bottom of this situation. So this is a situation where somebody's going to ask you to commit to. If it's a work situation, you're going to have to commit to that. Obviously, let them know whether or not you want the job. This did come out in the reverse, and it came out in the reverse in this spread where I'm telling you that there's a snake in the grass. So possibly for one or two of you that are applying to a job, one of those options is not what they seem. They are not by the book. Might be something illegal, actually. Eight of Wands coming in. So this is something that's going to come in very quickly, very swiftly, before you know it. Ooh. Okay. The Hermit. Yeah, the Hermit is all about studying. The Hermit goes inward to study whatever it is that he needs to. He goes off by himself with a little tiny light in the dark where he can see maybe about a foot in front of him, if that. But he's not afraid, right? He trusts his guidance. So this is something that's being guided. But I almost feel like it's a test. This is kind of a, hey honey, how are you? This is kind of a test, right? Okay, so what's the short-term outcome? And we will definitely clarify this, Aquarius. Short-term outcome is the Judgment card. This is a test. This is a test for you to see if you're going to choose the right direction. So I feel like with this Hermit card, this is like the perfect opportunity for you to start taking stock of your intuition and really, really listen to it. Like, don't second guess that first voice that your, well, I used to have, like my son's father used to say, don't second guess your first mind. And he was right. That's your first thought. First thought that comes to you about a certain situation, person, company, place, or thing. You need to go with that gut instinct because, or incorporate that at least into your decision. Yes, educate yourself about everything else going into the fine print, right? Fine print. There is a catch here, and it's a test, okay? Okay, what's the long-term outcome in this? Ten of Swords. Wow. Okay, so that's the second time you guys have seen 10. So you may be seeing 10-10, you may be seeing 44-44, 444, things like that. Those two synchronistic numbers, though, in particular came out to me. Might be a Virgo of some significance. There might be an Aries of some significance here. Definite air sign energy, of course. You're an air sign. Yeah. I see Virgo and Aquarius. I mean, Aries here. Let's see. The Ten of Swords is the long-term outcome. Something here is dead and gone. It's done. Okay? So let's get some clarifiers for these. I already pre-shuffled these cards, of course. I usually do before I get into any of these readings. Okay, so let's see, what do we want clarifiers on? The Nine of Swords. Why is the Nine of Swords here in this position? Oh, thank you. Wow. Shit. King of Cups. Okay. Yeah. Here's what it is. Okay, King of Swords. Ha ha ha. Okay, Nine of Swords is in this position in the reverse, right? I told you this is the card of anxiety. Because you're now in an energy of the King of Cups, which is all about emotional mastery, right? You no longer allow this situation to rule you, to make you feel any kind of changes. You are not allowing this energy to affect you in any way, shape, or form. You're done. And because of that, you're the King of Swords. You're cutting this shit off, right? Everything's been said and done. King of Swords is, you know, discerning, and he's tough. And there could be a lawyer here. I did say there was a legal matter that I was picking up on for one or two of you. So this is a lawyer card for sure, the King of Swords. But this could also be your energy in a situation where you're done with the anxiety. You've mastered your emotions behind this. And you're ready to cut some shit off, right? What is this Ace of Swords, this communication? What is this Ace of Swords here? Ace of Swords with the Page of Wands. So this is much about... communicating about an idea or communication about something that you're passionate about, okay? Something you felt passionate about. Yeah, Ace of Coins at the bottom of the deck. So this is definitely an idea that you feel should make you some money. Okay? Yeah, you're trying to find the balance for that. But there's a communication, there's a truth, there's some kind of communication coming in or that needs to be had. The Four of Swords, please. What is the Four of Swords doing here in this position? Yeah, it's time to rest because what's coming for you is everything. You're going to get everything you want, but you need to rest in order to be able to take on a new perspective, to see things clearly and educate yourself and equip yourself with the right information to be able to make the proper decision for yourself. But before that, you need to rest so you can approach it with like fresh eyes type of a thing, you know. What is the Page of Wands doing here? Okay. Page of Wands is clarified by the Chariot. Yeah. This is an idea that you want to get a move on, okay? This is an idea. This is a creative, like a creative endeavor type of a feeling, okay? But something has to happen first with the Judgment card at the bottom. Something has to happen. Yeah. And with the Crone, which is like the High Priestess, you already know what it is. You know what you need to do in order to move forward with this idea. Five of Swords. It's going to be you or someone else. So are you going to be the one defeated, or are you going to do what you have to do by any means necessary? You already know what you need to do in order to move this along. Okay, Six of Pentacles, please. Clarify the Six of Pentacles here in this position for me, please. Six of Pentacles for Aquarius. Thank you. Clarified by the Prince of Cups. Yeah, this is something. See, it's same shit as the Page of, and the Page of Cups right next to it again. So this is the Page of Cups. Okay, which was the same message you got earlier. Yeah, this is something you really, really, really are passionate about. Something you want to give your energy to. Something you think is going to give you the same energy that you put out. It's going to be abundant for you. It's going to be something that works, right? This is going to be some stable money. This is going to give you everything you need in order to make your move, right? The Hierophant in the reverse, please. Clarify for me the Hierophant in the reverse, please. Thank you. Oh, sorry. Hierophant in the reverse. Prince of Swords. Okay. Somebody's watching you. It could be an Aries watching you. Like I said, this could be an Aries of significance, but this is somebody watching you. I don't know if it's to see if you're going to do the right thing, or trying to kind of play puppeteer from afar for one or two of you, and manipulate a situation where it's not necessarily on the up and up. Like I said, there's something going on here that you don't necessarily know. The Justice card at the bottom of the deck. This could possibly land you in some legal issues. There's legality all over this reading. Okay. The Hermit, please. Clarify for me the Hermit. Ooh. Four of Cups. Yeah, this is you going in search of something that I think you don't see, but you've been asking the universe for. The universe is trying to show you, and you feel guided to look for that. I think there's some information that you are not yet aware of. There's something you're not seeing, but you know that. And with this reading, it did tell you that there is missing information. You do know that, okay? Hence the Four of Cups. You're, hence the Hermit. I mean, you're going in search of that. In search of what it is that you're not seeing. In search of what it is that you're not aware of. And strangely enough, at the bottom of the deck is the Devil card. Over here, it's called the Vice card. Okay, so under the clarifying with the Four of Cups and the Hermit, something you're not saying about somebody being manipulative and sneaky, right? Okay, the Judgment. Why so much judgment? What is the Judgment doing here? Clarify the Judgment for me, please. Clarify the Judgment card for me, please. Judgment. Clarified by the Two of Wands. Like I said earlier with the Crossroads cards, there is a decision to be made, and you have to be very careful which way you decide to go. And I think you guys, if this is your message, you're going to know what this is, because the Judgment, the Justice, I mean, this has come out like 3-4 times already. This is like, for sure, a lot of you, or one or two of you, I'm sorry, for sure, somebody out there is going through a legal situation. Okay. This, and for some of you, the legal situation is some kind of paperwork that needs to be signed. Read the fine print. Okay. This is all hanging in the balance based on this decision that needs to be made, but there is missing information. I keep telling you that. There's somebody not being on the up and up. There could be something tempting that seems like the grass is greener type of energy. Like it's not what it seems, and it might be like real shiny and pretty on the outside, and it's empty on the inside type of thing, The Ten of Swords, clarified by the King of Coins. Yeah. Something here needs to be dead and gone. So figure out what that is, because that's clarified by the King of Coins. So that's abundance, that's money. This is kind of a career type of a situation, I'm feeling like. Although this may be tied in with some sort of social media, some kind of social media work, something where you maybe have a platform where there are people involved, because I keep getting drawn to this garden card with this public space, So, and of course, it doesn't have to apply to you. That might be a specific message for one or two of you. So I definitely wanted to get some healing with the fairies messages for you before we end this out. Like I said, if you're not subscribed, please go ahead and join our spiritual family. Hit the thumbs up button for me, please. I give you guys my energy, and that's all I ask, really, that you guys do that. just so that I can get these messages out, because YouTube has some weird algorithm thing, and I don't know, that just helps me kind of get through it. Also, if you want a personal reading, all the information is in the description box below. I'll link the songs that we talked about earlier as well. I'm sorry, I wasn't focusing. I will link the songs that we talked about earlier as well. And comment. Yeah, let me know how this resonates so that I can get to know you guys and connect with you. It's important for me to know that I am resonating with you guys and how. And we can connect, and then next time I might pick up even more messages for you. Again, like, this is a collective reading, so if you want a personal reading that's definitely all messages for you, then hit me up on my email or my IG, and we will, we will set you up. Okay, we'll get you booked. One more, please, for Aquarius, in keeping with the same reading, please. Same reading. Ooh. Okay. Aquarius, you got 3. All right. So you got miracle healing. Yes, definitely something here needs to be healed, but I think you need to make a decision first. Also, with the 4 of Swords, I'm looking at that as, like I said earlier, I think you were like exhausted, had like a really exhausted energy when I was trying to read you, so it's almost like, and Aquarians, I mean, you guys are relentless with the working. You guys work and work and work and work until you drop. You got follow your dreams and be honest with yourself, okay? Yeah. Oh, what I was saying about the miracle healing was my eyes focused on the 4 of Swords. Like I was telling you earlier, I think you really need to rest. There is a situation that you're going to have to be prepared for. And if you don't heal from everything that you've been through right now, it's like fucking impossible, right? Follow your dreams means there are new opportunities coming in. Again, be careful with this decision that needs to be made. That's why I'm saying use your intuition, and you guys are always very intuitive. And be honest with yourself, which really has never been a problem with Aquarians, because you guys are all about air energy. You guys think things through and overthink things and think them through again and then think them through again. It's kind of like a turning things over in your head kind of energy. Yeah, guys, good luck. I love you guys, and I hope to see you soon. Bye.